What you are about to see may contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you hungry for power and blood. Proceed at your own risk.
At the AEC Club, in a room that only one person has seen, a dim light swings in the center, and on every surface surrounding one man are mirrors reflecting and distorting his image. Alex, why are you in here?
To punish myself.
This is somewhere that you go... How often?
Sometimes I can go months. Sometimes I'm in here every day.
Today, this night, what brought you in here?
Loss. Not being able to get what I want.
But you do have something, don't you? In a very small box.
Yeah.
What's in your hands?
It's a bullet. Silver. It's engraved.
Have you taken it out of the box yet?
I open the box. And I quickly lift up the bullet. And put it into a magazine.
The tips of your fingers sting as you clip it in. How long have you had that gun, Alex?
Since the war.
And where are you looking?
I'm looking directly into my own eyes in the mirror.
How many times have you done this before?
Since she's been gone.
Yeah, well, that's your fucking fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing that she's gone.
It needed to happen.
Look how much we've got, Alex. Your beautiful fucking face can get you so much more as well, you know.
Not always.
to do whatever the fuck you need to get it. You've seen her. You know you could ask for it. Take what you want. Is that who we are?
It's not who I was.
For a few blissful seconds, your blood runs faster than it. What have you done, Alex?
I don't know.
Your mind returns to the trenches and the gunshots that did go off. All the people
I knew them.
all the people you couldn't save.
I had no control over that. I have control over this.
For a moment, as you close your eyes, in the mirror, or at least maybe in the mirror, you see the man that left the trenches with those scars. Where's he now? Have you ever thought about what happened when your sire turned you, Alex?
She made me stronger. Instead of weak.
She plucked you from among many, many soldiers. She was a beautiful singer, you know.
Her song could call out. And you just forget.
How long are you going to stay in this mirrored room?
I don't need this room. This room is a weakness.
What do you do next?
I clear my weapon. I pick up the bullet.
Stings again.
I put it back into the box. You can see the bullet from the box. It's got a glass frontage. And you can see the inscription. And it says Rufus Alexander. I've always been weak. But I'm not now. If she did give me one thing, she gave me that. I have power. I can get what I want. On my terms.
Alex, do you leave this room?
What is happening? Hold on, I'm getting double audio.
Same.
I
There we go.
unmuted myself in Zoom. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
But that's fine because the tension is gone.
I'll leave.
You leave. Well, you have an office in the AEC. You can pass by on the balcony and see many, many bodies crammed together, sweaty. Some of them might even be having a good time. You've got a pretty good idea that a few of them might be vampires. Inside your office, when you enter, sitting on a sofa that might be moved to be closer to your desk, your seat, is the caterer.
I walk into the room. I'll take a seat at my desk. Couldn't keep away.
I'd spend every minute, if I could, right here. You, look a little sweaty.
It's warm. I've been busy.
Alex, can you make me a wits plus awareness check? Nothing. This time. The caterer stands up and leans on your desk. Her face going very close to yours, and she says, "So, have you been playing with that toy of yours? E something?"
No. Gone.
No?
Tainted.
Picked him out specially for you.
wasn't special enough. Why?
Elliot. That was it.
I can't remember.
Are you looking for something special? Because there's a lot going on in the city right now, and I'd hate to leave you in the lurch.
Such as?
I am a good time purveyor. And I want to cater to your needs.
Can you get me specific parts from specific kind?
Ooh. What are you planning?
Me? When have I ever planned anything?
Yeah, okay. And I suppose the disappearance of your sire was an accident. She seems to really, really enjoy you wiggling and struggling after that.
Ooh, that's not nice.
I play hard.
What do you want?
I keep telling you, Alex, I want you. You don't seem to fucking listen.
I mean, you can have me, but you can't have me.
I made you what you are, Alex. There's no two fucking ways about it.
And I've always done what you wanted.
There's
Everything you
something
wanted.
you don't know what I want. Because you keep on asking, Alex. Do you notice anything different about me?
Do I notice anything different about her?
Now she points it out. Previously you were too distracted, but in this moment, you can see that her nose is a slightly different shape. And she smells like jasmine.
You get your nose done?
There
It's a
it
smell.
is. It's not a smell. And if you don't like it, then it's your club. If you like it, then it's me.
Must be my club then. I find it really hard to focus on the moment right now. My mind is somewhere else.
Where is it?
It's in a green garden area, looking through a window, just the smallest crack.
Look. I can only be rejected so many times. I get it.
Look, you want that,
But
you
it
can have
hurts,
that.
Alex.
I don't feel anything. You can't make me feel anything.
You want me to fucking try? If you can't feel love, then I'll make you feel something else.
I enjoy fun.
When do you think we could be really good friends? Because I'm not just a businesswoman.
I owe you. I'll always repay that debt.
Well, how about chipping a little bit off that block that you owe me and staying the fuck away from Sophia?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need to roll something real quick. Whew, you are lucky. The caterer stands up straight, brings her fist down on the middle of your desk and shatters it. One day I'll have you. Body and soul.
I don't have a soul.
I know where you keep it. It's in that little box. I know everything about you, so don't fucking play with me, Alex. And she storms out.
What the fuck? Look at the phone at the desk.
Mm-hmm.
I send a quick text to someone. It just says,
Do they know?
now.
Now. Who gets a text?
Sophia.
Okay. Over the 2 weeks between last episode and this episode, we see a montage of sorts describing Alex in his club, walking the streets of Manchester. Sophia in a quaint home, doing some research, finding a white ribbon tied to her bed. Jean reading history books at her apartment in the cathedral. Lionel in his tower, getting reports from his retainer, Nick, and the caterer. And 9 at a very fancy party, talking and laughing with Vassar Jones, the Tremere. Now, who would like to go first? Because there's quite a lot we can cover here today, but some people are hungry.
Jean should go first.
Should it be Jean?
Yes.
Are we doing Jean?
Yes.
Jean! Jean!
Yes.
Tell me, where are you?
Well, I was in my apartment in the cathedral reading history books.
But today, on October 10th, Saturday, where are you?
Well, I must tell you, I have been spending a lot of time trying to look into those visions that I had. And so I believe, at this point, I feel I must gather everybody if I can. I think I would be going to look for Lionel.
Okay. Well, Lionel, would you be available to Jean of all people?
I would imagine so.
Okay. Where do you summon him?
I would like, if I could, to summon him outside where I found the arches from my vision.
Let me describe the area for you again.
Please.
This is a paved area, clearly was redone within the last 5 years. There's fountains that come out of the paving, so like on the floor. A row of shops to your left. The river Urquell in front of you. And on a kind of red brick wall that comes out of the river, and at the top you can see the cathedral and some bridges on either side. In that red brick are some arches that have been bricked up.
Yes.
Previously known as Victoria Arches.
Lionel, I have to tell you, so, you know how I can take, well, how I receive messages.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Well, you are to have a crown. I saw it, and it was me who crowned you. You know I'm very good at it. Well, I believe it is here that I do that. Right here on this very spot. Would you like to know who's with us?
Yes, very much.
Yes. Well, 9 is there. Alex is also there. Me, of course. And Sophia. It's very curious. Who else was there?
In your vision, you saw Alex, 9, yourself, Lionel, Sophia, and Harry.
Harry. I've nearly forgotten. So, I saw this man in the cathedral once, and I talked to him, I spoke to him, and he was very sad about how his mother was murdered. And all I wanted to do was to have God tell me he was okay to go. Oh, but he didn't. So I didn't do anything. I just spoke to him, of course. And it was very interesting. He was very kind, but in my vision, he was standing there in front of you. And it seemed as though I was going to have to... It seemed as if I was going to have to get through him to get to you, or something along those lines. I have no idea who this hairy person is. It's very bizarre.
But this is somebody that you have met before,
Yes.
and they were kindred.
No. He was kind.
Who could stand in your way?
That is a very good question. If in my mind's eye I witnessed him standing there in my way, then he must have there must be a reason. Perhaps God saved him that day, but I would have saved him. By God not telling me to save him, perhaps we ought to send him somewhere else. I should find him. Will you help me find him, Lionel?
Of course. Any information that you can give me, I shall find him. If I can. If he can be found. If he is just a man, then I'm sure he leaves a trail.
Yes. I have a question for you, Lionel. One more thing. You want this crown, yes?
Yes.
How badly?
It is the only thing that I want.
Well, thank you for your answer. I wasn't going to change anything anyway. Even if you didn't want it, God has ordained it to be that you have it. Anyway, thank you for telling me. What is it about the crown that you want so badly? I've never known you to be particularly, well, ambitious only for yourself.
There is no ambition of my own that has me desire the crown. Everything I do is for my clan.
But Lionel, you were telling me that one day when you asked me to help you that you wanted freedom.
I wish for no such thing.
But I saw it with my eyes, did I not? I heard it with my ears, did I not? Perhaps that's what you want, but you didn't tell me out loud. Is that it?
Jean, it was you who desired freedom, and you have my support in such decisions that your freedom should be won was part of our deal.
I have to be honest, I feel a little disappointed. I thought that we were both working for freedom here. I didn't realize that you were just, well... Because, you know, if you did want it, I could help you. Have that happen the way that you envisioned it. But that's fine. You see, when I looked at these arches, there was something here in the way. Would you like to go in?
Perhaps your definition of freedom and mine are different. If you would like me to accompany you, this evening, I'm happy to.
All right. Am I able to see where the arches end and the rest of the building begins again, like I did last time?
You can still see through the illusory brickwork, yes. There's arched rooms beyond.
Lionel, can you see through the wall there?
I'm afraid I do not have the same skill set as you, dear Jean. I cannot see through walls, nor interpret them.
I would like to go in. Do you want to follow, or you can stay here?
Directly through the wall.
Well, it's not really a wall.
I'm curious, Jean. Have you found yourself able to transport yourself through walls before?
What a strange question. I don't believe I've been able... Have I been able to transport through walls before?
By your reckoning, no, unless you're using a door.
Well, you see, sometimes your eyes see a wall, but there really is a door. So you can go through. I need not
Recently-
worry about walking through a wall where there is no wall.
You appeared outside my building,
Yes.
and Yes, I will accompany you through the wall. Show me.
Perfect. I would like to walk through the wall.
Of course. I have one question.
Yes.
How are you going to get there? It is across a river and up a story. And the wall borders the river. Atop this wall is the road on the opposite side of the river. Could climb, swim, find
Yes,
a boat.
Do you know who I am? I can just go there. I can just walk. I can swim and then walk up and go as quickly as possible. No? Can I not?
You can try.
Perfect.
This is mostly for my own entertainment. Are you swimming across?
Yes.
Do you have anything on you that might weigh you down?
I don't believe so. Clothes.
Okay. In that case, I need you to do a... let's say strength athletics to swim and then climb across.
Hmm?
Oh, I did make a macro this week if it doesn't appear.
Might just take a moment. I don't think I did
Okay.
anything wrong.
That's fair enough. If it keeps being slow, then we can use the actual Roll20 macros. I made it.
Okay.
Should appear, said vampire roll. All you have to do is type in the number of dice, which is equal to the dots that you have. It appeared. Oh, you are hungry, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
As you exert yourself, Lionel, you watch her jump into the river. It's a bit awkward, but she swims across and begins, now laden by water, to pull herself up.
I have a quick question just to help me with my thought process in character.
Mm-hmm.
Malkavians, they become more crazy the older they get, right? More crazy, quote unquote.
Yeah, as with every clan,
I know that it's not fully
the more
crazy,
powerful, the older, the stronger. The same is true for the curse that they carry.
So with this curse, if she suddenly comes into new abilities, like she can now, and I know this isn't necessarily a thing, but she can teleport herself, right? Or she thinks she can do these things like go through walls and stuff. But she's so old and Malkavian that she would potentially misinterpret it. Is that a thing? Or is it more likely that she's just doing her gene Malkavian thing here? Does it seem like she's potentially like suffering more from Malkavianness and also has potentially come into a new set of strength in power to me? Or does it seem just more like this is kind of
from the way she's been
par
acting
for the course for Jean and Malkavian kind?
With Jean, I guess that's a question for you. Would this appear to be par for the course?
I think this would appear to be par for the course, but I think maybe you might feel that it's a little bit jacked up at the moment. I'm very hungry.
Can I tell that? Is that a thing we can tell amongst each other?
Not easily, but from behavior, yes. Most
I don't
supernatural
hide it very
things, are mostly, unless you have a specific thing to tell whether someone's hungry or not, then you have to kind of figure it out from mundane context clues. So you could probably tell that, and you're experienced, you could probably tell that she's not fed in a short while.
Oh, fine. I am not going to swim over there. I will move around to get to the other side of the river.
It's very easy. You walk.
Right.
You walk over a bridge.
Yes.
You are standing on a road.
That.
You can look down and you see Jean slowly climbing up.
Yeah.
And I think by this point, by the time you get to the other side, you might have lost sight of her. And then you look down exactly where she is. She's gone.
And she was indicating to the wall, though, right? Like, I know what wall.
To the wall just
referencing
below
under
you.
the
That
arches.
seems to be where she was indicating. Yep.
I'll jump off the bridge. I don't have full damage, right, at this height? How high am I?
It's only 2 stories, and into water is the worst thing that would happen to you. So no.
Oh, I have to go into water or not?
No, you don't have to go into water, but if you fucked it up, then you swing over the ledge, right? And then start climbing down.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if it's a short drop, relatively speaking, I'll just...
Let's answer that question with a dice roll. Do you fuck this up and end up in the water?
All right. Yeah.
That's a strength athletics roll, Lionel.
That I can do. I will and hope it goes through, and we'll see. Do I have modifiers to this? For being a beast of a man?
Unless you have a specialty or you want to rouse the blood, then I would say no.
Can I rouse the blood just as I hit the ground if I know my ankle is about to buckle or not? That's just silly, isn't it? Probably not, because this is the roll. All right, I'll just roll. Fuck it. It's only Jean. She won't mind if I fuck it up.
Jean.
Hey.
4 successes. You deftly swing over the wall, start climbing down the brick, and
I
just as
drop.
you put...
Can I?
Oh, there's no ledge below you. It's just the water and this...
It is water.
So there's water below that Jean swam across, and then this brick wall over the edge into the water. So you can climb down this wall.
I thought there was like something I could stand on in front of this magical wall that she's been referencing. If I have got no choice but to go into the water, I'll fucking dive in.
Well, I'm going to say this, because you did so well and you don't fall.
I just want to try and command myself with some grace, even if I've got to dive into some fucking river.
The thing that surprises you is when you put your foot into the bit onto the brick wall just below the arch. It goes through, and you lose your composure for a second as you feel like you're about to fall. Jean, you see a foot come through the wall.
Oh, so it's an illusory wall.
Can I grab his foot coming through the wall?
Lionel, someone grabs your foot.
And I just give him a yank, if I can.
Okay. Yeah, I allow her to yank me through the wall, as they say, and that's the episode title. And I will stumble through and illusion. This isn't a thing, is it? Fucking illusory walls. Don't you have
illusory
to do it?
Walls?
Does someone have to keep this held up, or is this like a thing that people can do with glyphs and shit?
Let's roll your occult. Plus intelligence.
Okay.
To see if you recognize exactly what this is from.
Yeah, this is very confusing, and I just don't want it to be a trap. I don't want to stumble into something and find that I'm, about to be staked.
With one success, all I'm going to say is that you recognize that this wall itself is not a trap. It's merely here to hide what's behind it. And clearly access it easily. Or not so easily for you.
I am
But you don't know
shocked.
where this came from.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Jean, and I say, this is your doing.
Look, we can both walk through walls. It's not
What
my
are
doing.
we?
I didn't make this, but it was in my vision. This is where you're to be crowned. And I came down to find it, and I saw that the wall was not really a wall, it was a door. And I thought you'd want to see it.
And have you been in here before?
No. I wanted to save it.
Where does it lead?
Do you want to find out?
I mean, I begin cautiously walking ahead. I'm not sure if we're in where we are.
I'll describe it for you. It's dark in here, but not unlit by the light that, or it is lit, in fact, from the light that seems to come through the illusory wall from one direction. And as you look out, you can see Manchester and the water. And inside here, it's an archway. If you've ever been underneath a railway bridge, as we all do, hanging out under railway bridges, it's long. It's probably about 30 foot, like deep into this underneath the road, and it appears to have doors on the left and right that connect to, you assume. In fact, there's no doors, there's doorways that connect to the adjacent
This is a modern
the arches
structure to hold the railway, or an old railway tunnel, or even older than a railway. This area, these walls that were either side of the illusion.
Ooh. This looks like it was built probably post World War II, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, pre World War II. But
barely pre.
Yeah, just like the 40s.
That's modern enough.
It's got kind of tiles, that kind of beige tile style covering it, and it's like either flaked off, and it's got old style of wood, and like at the end of this particular archway is toilet stalls. Like the doors are hanging off, they're rotting. There's like old beer cans and dirt everywhere. It's not pleasant in here.
Right, but something's amiss. There's something in here. I say to Jean, we should be cautious in our approach.
Yes. What I'm curious about is that the person who created the door wall, they must have had a reason. And it can't just be that this is your new palace.
I should hope not. They are likely hiding something, someone, or themselves. Wouldn't you think?
Yes. Most likely. Can I do a thing?
Yes.
May I use any of my powers to investigate?
100%. Your powers are many and varied, so it really depends on what kind of answers you want. Would you... I would say that either number 2 or number 4. Madam like number 2 or number 4. Because there do appear to be many, many items strewn about here. There is, in fact, a bollard, a thing you tie boats to.
I would like to... Quickly, when you say number 2 and number 4, can I ask you what those are specifically?
Specifically, there is either a premonition, which will probably be less specific, or Spirit's Touch, if you decide to investigate a specific object. I believe you can also investigate a place with that. I can't quite remember.
I would like to do Spirit's Touch, please.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna check what it says here. Spirit's Touch. That is an intelligence plus Auspex +1 roll for you.
Okay.
What are you asking?
Oh, oops. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, don't be sorry. That is the correct thing you did. You roused
okay.
because that is a power of the blood.
Okay.
And yes, you get hungrier.
Oh, I don't want to be in a room with her if she's hungry.
I'm getting dangerously hungry.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would like to investigate the space if that's possible. Otherwise, I can choose an object.
You can investigate the space. I'm reading it now and it seems like you can do that.
Okay. So, Auspex plus intelligence.
Mm-hmm. +1. Five successes. You get, because of the difficulty of this place, a couple of details. So I'm going to paint you a picture of something that happened probably 2 weeks ago. And this may elucidate some things for you. You see the image of your friend John D. standing over the kneeling figure of the woman who was in front of Lionel's, and he is holding her by the neck and she is screaming. And that is when the entire world seems to change, and you see the battle on the hill. John and this girl look confused and go separate directions. John running, the girl stumbling. And time reverses a little bit for your second detail. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to say, everyone, if at this point, while you're watching a YouTube video, you want to pause and go and watch the first trailer, that's what Jean hears. You, I think, end this vision with your hand on a wall, and you see burn marks from where there was clearly something that John D. did. There's a little bit of fuzziness in linear time here. But you don't know whether that's an effect of whatever powers were used or not.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Is the girl familiar in more ways than one?
Who are you comparing her to?
A long time ago.
No.
Okay. Just curious.
Entirely unfamiliar.
Perfect. I would like to know. So that this happened in this room?
That happened right here.
2 weeks ago. Okay. Is there any indication that I have... This sounds crazy, but I am a Malkavian. Could I follow the memory of John D. being here 2 weeks ago? Could I follow his tracks through that time to now? Is that a possibility?
So you know it's a possibility because he went somewhere, but he also was certainly not leaving this place via any of the entrances you can see here. Or exits, given the context.
Do I know whether or not the fashion in which he left from this area is the same way in which I arrived in front of Lionel's tower?
I think that's a fair assumption to make. You do realize that you're standing almost under the cathedral.
Really?
And how much do you know about the Tremere?
I believe I would know about as much about the Tremere as one who as old as I am would know, but I don't believe I've had many dealings with them.
Okay, you know that the
hate
Tremere
them.
have a chantry. You don't think you hate them? That's fair enough.
I'm undecided.
Okay. You don't have to decide now. The Tremere Chantry, Cheetham College, also very close to here. And if Sophia, the Tremere, is a Tremere and was where Tremere often are in their base of operations, then she would have been not very far from you or this place.
Lionel,
Yes.
if you will indulge me, I know that you've done quite well in letting me lead you around so far. I would like to go and see Sophia. Would you like to come with me?
The Tremere child.
Yes, she was also in my vision. She was there at your crowning. And so I believe I could ask her some things. She might have some information. You
Perhaps
see, John
we should
Dee
look
was
around.
here, and that's very bizarre.
John Dee.
Yes,
Was here
yes, about 2 weeks ago. I believe he's...
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Perhaps we are discussing a different John Dee than the one I am thinking of.
See, I thought that as well, but my mind... God would never lie to me. So, it must be him. I know he's here.
You are referring to the advisor to Queen Elizabeth I, not somebody else.
No, my
This
old
is the one.
friend, John Dee. Yes. Oh, Lionel, do keep up.
That would make him almost as old as us.
Yes. I'm still coming to terms with that one. I had no idea. And it's frightful, really, when you think about it.
How can you be sure that he was here?
I saw it?
And you want to visit Sophia LaRue, why?
She'll help.
With
The crowning. We're going to crown you.
Perhaps it would not be a good idea to let Sophia in on that particular piece of information just yet.
All right, I feel I should probably give you a little bit more information. John Dee was here. I believe that he is the one who had the happenstance happen in front of your tower where I arrived there. I believe it was him because the woman who was outside your tower was also here with him 2 weeks ago. And, well, if he is the one who is responsible, please stop me, Josh, if this would be an incorrect leap to make. But if he's responsible, then I would believe that he might be Tremere.
When you knew him, he was mortal. That's
Yes, okay.
not... You know what?
No, I take it back.
No need to take it back. I'm just clarifying a single detail just for context. But you did know him in the late 1500s. And if he was here tonight, then he would have to have something to extend his life, which isn't unknown to you.
Yes. I believe, though when I knew him he was mortal, I believe there must be a reason why he's still around. And we're close to the Tremere Chantry, and Sophia was in my vision, and I quite like her. I feel that it would be a good place for us to go. We could go and ask her some questions. We wouldn't have to tell her anything, Lionel. She doesn't need to know about this place or the wall door or anything like that.
It is the crown that she must not know about, not yet.
But she was there, Lionel.
Well, she's not there yet.
A lady needs an RSVP.
this person that you believe John D. to have sent to my building, she was a spy for the Tremere. Perhaps.
Do I believe him?
Josh, I would also like to just state for the record, this is purposefully false information to test Jean.
Purposefully false information. Okay. Should we do what we did last time? Do you want to roll for it, or do you want to decide between the two of you?
I feel...
I mean, I'm just trying to see if I can, like, fact check her crazy thoughts, because they are sometimes right? It's known that Malkavians have insight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what they have insight on is
what
probably
she's saying
not
doesn't
relevant most of the time.
Doesn't fully make sense to me or line up with what I know to be fact. So I'm just seeing
you are intentionally lying to her.
To a fact.
This is up to the two of you. Like I said, roll or pick which way.
I'll leave it up to Jean, but I also just told you that this is a lie, so I guess it's up. I'll leave it to you. I don't mind rolling.
Let's roll for it. Yeah, I think rolling for it is probably the fairest way.
I think in that instance, to lie would be manipulation plus subterfuge, Lionel. And Jean to figure out if he's lying. Well, I mean, you have multiple abilities. You can read his aura if you really want the truth.
Yeah, I would like to use every power within my withholding.
Okay, so let's just say
whatever
that,
I have to do.
Okay, if you would like to do it without powers, then it would be wits plus insight.
No, I'll definitely do it with powers.
But if you are using a power, then you will have to rouse check. And believe you me, this could be really, really bad for either of you.
For me? You fucking kidding? What do you mean? This is just bad for me either way. All right, my roll is ready to go.
Okay, yeah, you... Hold on a second, and Scry the Soul is...
I have bullshit to counter this, actually, Josh. Does that matter here?
Do you? Oh yeah, if we're going superpowered here, then let's use the superpower.
Have unswayable mind. Does that help?
Oh, that absolutely helps here. No, because that's against coercion. I'm afraid there's a specific thing.
I actually have a quick
question. So
that
doesn't help. But it would be a different role for you. You can do composure plus subterfuge. So that is a bit better for you, Lionel, if you'd prefer to do that.
Coercion plus subterfuge.
And Scry the Soul is intelligence plus Auspex for Jean.
You've really scared me about this hunger thing. I have a question for you.
Yes.
If I am feeling very compelled right now, my question is how of the mind can I be to even be having this conversation? Like, I'm making plans to go find Sophia, right? But if I'm feeling this level, would my only...
4 hunger.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that you have to do anything, because nothing at the moment has changed. But at hunger 4, feeding is constantly on your mind. So, I mean, depends on how hungry you are, or how much you want to play into that. That's up to you.
Okay, I have to ask you one more question, and I'm so sorry, but this would change my decision making. At hunger level 5, what happens?
Immediately, nothing. But
okay.
If, for instance, you smell blood, you might lose control of yourself. Jean would know this.
Jean would know this. Okay. Thank
And
you.
yeah, if you use another ability and fail a rouse check, you also lose control of yourself immediately. And you try and eat whatever's closest.
At level 5?
And that's what they call a masquerade breach.
Yes, okay. All right. So then I don't think I want to use powers then. I think that I would probably feel within myself that this is not a good thing.
No, that's fine.
Do.
I'm glad we had this conversation so everyone's like aware of rules and things like that. That's perfectly fine. So if you're not using powers, we're just like eyeing each other up to see whether Lionel's lie gets through. That is manipulation, subterfuge for Lionel, and then that is wits plus insight for Jean.
You mentioned coercion plus subterfuge earlier on, but I don't know where coercion is anywhere. I'm not going to use it, but I don't want to use it.
Oh no, sorry, that's not a stat. I was talking about something else. It's not important at the moment.
Then manipulation, subterfuge, no modifiers, 3.
3. That's a success on every dice, which is really good. 3. Fuck. Well, neither of you can reroll.
This is the same.
This is okay. So either you can choose, or to finish off the roll, you both roll a d10 and see which one's highest. And if it's the same again, I'm going to kill you both.
Lionel, I would like to know that you're lying. Am I allowed to do that?
I think that's just we have to, right? Roll a d10.
If
Sorry, I'm
both of you roll 1d10 and see which number's highest.
This isn't gonna. I do not want to rouse any blood or use any willpower.
No. This is not a roll in the normal sense of the game. This is just to see tiebreaker. So that's 4 for Jean. Lionel 7. Okay, the lie gets through. Jean, that's weird. Seems to be a spy.
Weird.
Yeah. But he seems to be telling the truth.
That's very strange, Lionel.
Why?
The woman is a Tremere spy, according to him.
Well, I guess in that case, then we will await to talk to Sophia.
You seem confused.
I am confused.
Do you know more about this woman?
I would not have believed her to be a spy.
Why?
That's a really good question. I don't know why. Would I be able to tell if she was a spy from what I've seen?
Okay, so I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna message you the
sorry.
script. No. I'm gonna message you the script for the trailer just so you have it in front of you.
Thank you.
This is going to
because I might have to retcon everything I just said.
No,
not everything, but just the last couple of sentences.
Jean is confusing at the best of times, so you don't have to retcon anything. That is what you see, and the word spy is said.
Okay, thank you.
And that is what you heard verbatim.
Okay. Okay. So based on that, then I would be like, oh, she was a spy. I think. Because if I believe this happened, the way that this happened, that I saw it, rather, then he says spy.
He does say spy.
Well, Lionel, the strange thing is that I did not feel she was a spy, but now this is the second time that it's come up. My senses must be off. Don't worry about it. Well, thank you for taking this tour with me.
Do you
I
trust
believe-
me, Jean?
Trust is a very interesting thing, Lionel. In a way, I do. I trust you as much as I can trust you.
And
Does that
can I
count for
trust
something?
you?
Of course. Always.
We are going to have to be rather forthright with one another if we are to see your vision through.
Yes.
Information is a powerful thing.
Yes, of course.
It's more powerful than the blood that runs through your veins, perhaps even mine.
Now, I would argue that.
I was told at first that this girl was a spy. She was not. She worked for the Furies. The Tremere killed her. They ruptured every single blood vessel in her body. And then they dumped her on my doorstep. And you're saying that Mr. John D. was involved.
That's what
That
it looks
seems-
like.
An odd thing.
I agree.
It is possible that if it is John D., that they have a very powerful ally, even if you misinterpret it. Blood magic is dangerous.
Lionel, I wouldn't worry. I've been scaring John D longer than John D has been scaring me.
I cannot accompany you to visit the Tremere Chantry.
Yes, that's all right. I understand.
Jean, perhaps you are feeling peckish. Allow me to rustle up some dinner for you, perhaps.
I'm offended, Lionel. Someone must earn it. They must deserve it. I don't just give it away. I will find someone this evening. Someone who's prepared to see God. Thank you for joining me, Lionel. This has been very interesting. I'll see you again soon.
Jean, I only have your best interests at heart. I truly do not wish to see any harm come to you.
And you, Lionel.
Please take care of yourself.
You too.
Be careful. These are interesting times and events. I thank you for allowing me to see this place.
Yes. Thank you
Are you
for
sure
walking
there's
through
nothing I can
walls
do?
with me. No. I'll go look for someone now.
Very
Thank
well.
you. Have a nice
An
evening.
interesting
Lionel.
night.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
I leave.
I'm
How do you leave?
so...
I think I walk away casually. There's an ability to step just outside, and then can I fucking leap or something up back onto the wall or the road? I'm happy to. I don't want to get wet, really. I'm thinking I actually might take a brief, like, normal walk home. I'm not gonna speed. I'm not gonna call a car or anything. I think I'm gonna take a moment. Which I don't often do,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do.
I'm just saying because, yeah, if you can leap, like, try and leap over the river. I'm going to say that
I
it
want to
works
leap up.
because,
Sorry, up onto
oh, you
the.
want to leap up? Yeah, you can
Whatever
climb
way I
back
drop
up. You got
down.
down here. You can climb back up.
I don't know if I can spider climb or how graceful it will be to do that, but
There's
I
plenty of
find-
handholds. You'll be fine. Your
I'll-
suit's probably got some red dust on it, but that's about it. Jean, however,
yeah, that's what that's what I do, and I will probably just hands in pockets walk back towards the tower. Pretty normal looking, no crazy business. Genuinely in thought, I'm just gonna leave Jean to it. She's freaking me out. I'm concerned, and I have a lot of information to try and piece together.
mm-hmm.
And I think I would like just a moment to think about it. So that's all I'm doing. Yeah, normal walk home for an old vampire. I guess.
I'm so hungry.
Mm-hmm. You are currently in the Arches.
I would like to go to the cathedral if I can.
You gonna jump back in the river?
No, I think I'll walk it. Can I? Or do I have to jump back in the river?
Well, you don't know of an exit to this place at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I'll jump back into the river. Then.
Okay. You can explore this place if you want. There's two directions, in the water or
Oh.
further into this place.
Oh. Oh, but I'm so hungry.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Well, I feel, I do
Let's
like
say
to
in the
wait for
water
as
so you
long
can
as...
go back to the...
Okay,
Cathedral is probably the most direct route.
okay.
You walk into
I
a
can always come
cathedral.
back. Yeah.
You're sopping wet.
Yes, that's all right. Is there anybody in here?
I think, yes. It's not very late in the night. Sundown was around 7. So, yeah, there'll be people around and you probably know some of them. Some of them you know less well, look at you weirdly, but the others don't bat an eye.
Okay. Is there someone in here who I feel particularly compelled toward? Perhaps someone who I've met before.
Well, there are people that you have cultivated over the years.
Yes,
The faithful,
yes.
they are here. Is there someone in particular that you are drawn towards? They are yours, so the description's up to you.
All right. There is a woman named Catherine. She's respectfully dressed, which I appreciate. A widow, which is very sad. Always looking for answers from God to ease her wounds. So I'd like to ease her wounds now.
Okay. You go up to Catherine and she gives you a warm smile. She's normally overly, I guess the word is chipper.
Yes.
probably only happens when she's around a lot of people as some sort of defense mechanism, and she just warmly smiles at you.
Hello, Catherine.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Oh, well, you know, same old. I got a cat.
You got a cat. How lovely. What is your cat's name?
Its name... Tinker.
Tinker. Fascinating
Tabby.
name. Lovely. Catherine, would you like to pray with me?
Oh, please. Yes, I'm... You know, I always like to pray with you.
Yes. I would like to guide Catherine into a sort of back corner room.
There's probably a back room. Some sort of vestry that you can have access to.
Yes. I lead her in there, and I look deep into her eyes. Tell me, Catherine, do you see God?
Well, I don't. I'll be honest. I feel his presence. I
You
really
do?
do, but no. I've never seen anything. Have you?
Would you? Yes, of course. Would you like to?
This is one of your newfangled thought journeys. I do enjoy them. Yes.
I dig my nail into my hand. Allow blood to sort of pool out. And I very gently take her head and push it towards my hand.
Yes.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yes. She seems a little hesitant, but she trusts you, so what could go wrong?
I feel at this point the smell of human. I feel I'm hyper focused on maybe her pulse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to sort of hold myself back in this torturous sort of resistance, but I feel it's taking over me too much. I would like to feed. I guess I
Oh, I thought you said B, and I was waiting for the end of the sentence there.
feed.
No, that's fine. Feed.
Yes.
Your fangs elongate. She's warm. She's youthful, compared to you at least, and you very quickly plunge your teeth into her neck. And you feel the life flowing from her to you. I'm going to need you to make a frenzy check.
Yeah.
To see whether you keep control of yourself. And the target for this, if you go to the bottom of your sheet, there is a frenzy button.
Mm-hmm.
The target for this is 3.
So I put down a 3 in the modifiers?
Not in modifiers. I think modifiers is 0.
Okay. Oh. Difficulty?
Difficulty 3, yes. Sorry.
Thank you.
That feeling you had of control when you were inches away from her disappears. And you return to yourself, what feels like moments later, with an exsanguinated corpse in your arms. Your blood smeared on her lips. She's with God now.
I bring my hands to my eyes and begin tearing at my skin.
I think, unless there was something else that was going to come next for Jean, it's a good place for a break.
Yeah.
And a good place, if possible, to play that trailer.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So everybody, this is your moment to take a break, stretch your legs, use the bathroom or get some snacks. But before you do that, I am going to play the teaser, which is what Jean saw when she was in the room.
Ooh. Somebody's angry.
You walk towards the entrance, and someone steps in your way.
Rude.
Extremely rude. And you look at her. She's maybe 18, dressed in like a denim jacket with a ponytail and a courier bag with a pin on her lapel. The little star. And underneath it says Daddy's little star. And she looks at you a little bit cowed, head down. Excuse me, Ninette?
Yes?
Well?
Speak up.
Sorry. She seems to blush a little bit.
I don't have all night.
I have a message for you.
I'm just staring.
Out of her courier bag, she takes a rolled up piece of paper pressed flat in the middle with gold wax. And it is imprinted with the symbol, a scepter crossed with a gladius, which you know as the symbol of your clan, Ventru.
I snatch it. And
She starts back as you do that.
I wave my hand at her. Be gone. Do you have any further messages? Out with it.
No, sorry.
Then don't let me keep you.
She looks at the ground, looks very disappointed, in fact. She leaves.
Good.
You start walking again. You get a phone call.
Bother. Hello?
What is it?
Lionel? I can't...
Yes.
9. Yes.
Tangled things. Nick got me a new telephone. Not quite gotten used to it.
Well, it sounds like shit. It's a little loud in here. Just one sec. I'm gonna step out of the door there onto the street. All right, what's going on?
We shall need to meet.
Now?
No, but before dawn.
All right. When?
When you are done. And
What's-
there's something else I need you to look into.
All right, what is it?
Cautiously, again, I need you to find somebody called Didier Barond.
Didier... Who?
Barond. French.
Didier... Barond?
Yes. It's important.
Any place to start?
I think he's one of us. But I'm not sure.
Just a moment, Lionel. I've received a message with the clan symbol. I'm gonna, unroll this thing while he's on the phone.
It appears to be in cipher.
Can I read that? Or I need to...
You would probably need some sort of deciphering, like key text, which, I mean, you probably have access to. Lionel probably does as well, but you wouldn't be able to read that right now.
Gotcha. Damn it. I'm gonna have to come back for this one. It's in cipher.
Yes, very well. We shall meet later on, and if you see Jean, keep an eye.
Why?
He is babbling in that Malkavian way about the crown.
How much does she know?
She knows either everything or nothing. I don't know.
Sounds like a Malkavian.
Well,
Right.
she has loose lips, so ensure that the Tremere don't do anything untoward. We need her.
That reminds me of something. I'll be there sooner than later. I've found something out that I think you might be interested to hear, and I think might be helpful.
Very well. Until
Expect
then,
me within the hour.
good night.
Bye. Click.
9. No clubbing for you tonight.
No. Apparently not.
Where you going?
Really want to know why the caterer ran out of here. Maybe I could just take a quick look. I said an hour. Could take a quick look for Alex.
Look inside. You get let in instantly into the AEC. Where are you looking? It seems like a regular night.
Looking at a few of his favorite spots. One being the balcony, the mezzanine, where he likes to watch. The other is a dark corner on the first floor. So I'll check those two places first.
Would she find you, Alex?
Yes, I am on the mezzanine.
All is as it should be, it seems. I'm going to head up there.
Yeah, as you head up, you see him. He's looking a little tense, agitated, fiddling with his phone. Not paying attention to anything about him, despite the noise of the club.
Am I sneaking up on him? Does he see me?
It's up to him.
I'm staring intently at my phone.
Then
You
I
sneak up on him.
boo. Right in your ear.
Hey,
Seem a little tense.
order. Club stuff.
You know our friend, the caterer.
I look visibly unsettled when you mention her name. What about her?
Well, she just all but ran from here. She looked very upset.
Can't imagine why.
Is that right? You see, you look a little upset yourself, Alex. Just a little.
Did you want something?
I mean, I shared information with you about my father. I'm just wondering if you can share any about the caterer.
I mean, she's not to be trusted. I'm sure you know
That's as
that.
it should be, really.
Yeah, well, misplaced trust.
She can have my name. Let her try.
She has your name. I paid you for it.
Handsomely, I might add. He's well, you know. Really, really well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something different.
Oh, what did you hear?
Caterer mentioned him.
That's odd.
Where is he? I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Of course you care. He's at my place. Perfectly safe.
Keep him. I don't want him.
What? What do you mean, keep him?
He's tainted. I don't want him
By me?
by anyone.
By those standards, you're also tainted. By me and almost everyone.
So you want a drink? We're here.
I do, but it'll have to just be a sip. Let's pick one together. And I'm going to scan the floor here for somebody to just my usual. I actually probably have plenty of people here that sort of, you know, get my attention whenever they can. Are any of those people about?
I think... Hang on. You do have your club going, I guess, associates. Yes. Yeah, there'll probably be like groups of girls and boys and all manner of people like socializing, getting wasted. You'll have to convince them to tear themselves away from the party if you want to get them alone, but yes, they're here.
Can you do it, Nines, or do you need a man to help you?
It takes little convincing to spend time with me. We know that. Speaking of, I haven't
right.
seen much of you.
I've been here. I'm lying, by the way.
Do I know it? I feel like I know it.
I think we've established that you can see through him pretty easily. You trying especially hard right now?
No, I'm really not.
I am.
Oh, you. Okay.
I'm trying hard not to lie. I am actively lying.
Phew. Okay. Do we want to do a roll?
Okay. I like rolling.
Do we want to do a little contested roll?
Why not?
Okay. For lying, that is manipulation, subterfuge. For deciphering, that is insight plus wits. And like I said last time, if we have another... Oh, you, for some reason it didn't do the little bloopy. We know who the winner is here.
That's odd. I've missed you when I've been in. Oh well.
I've
Not
had a
hiding
problem
from
with-
me, are you?
Of course not.
Are you still
mean-
mad about what I had to tell Lionel? About Sophia? I had to tell him you were lying, you know that. He's my boss. But you are my friend. And that's just as important. You're not still upset, are you?
Who else have we told?
I haven't told anyone else. I don't report to anyone but Lionel. And occasionally, you.
We'll deal with that later. What the fuck's up with Lionel?
So you are still upset then? What isn't up with Lionel?
You
Better
saw him
question.
when I was there?
I'll be honest, that was rare.
Yeah.
Don't expect him to lose control again. You'll be disappointed.
I can dream though.
I thought I caught a whiff of delight.
I've wanted that for years. Never breaks.
Yet you've
Oh,
never asked me for it. I'm closest to him, you know. Perhaps I can be persuasive. In your interests.
I think the
Anyway.
less you talk to Lionel about me, the better.
I understand. Right, well, speaking of Lionel.
What?
Turns out I am working tonight, so I won't be able to stay, but I think I'll have a little sip on my way out. Would you like to pick for me? Anyone from that
Whoa.
cluster?
Where are you going?
Oh, to
You
see
doing
Lionel,
true
of
stuff?
course.
Ah. Okay. I can walk you a bit of the way.
Thank you. I would appreciate that. I'm going to take Alex by the hand. This is probably quite a common sight in the club.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have my head tilted on his shoulder and my nose tilted up. And I'm waiting for him to point at someone because we play this game sometimes where he just picks for me. I'm not in the mood to choose. You pick for me.
I am going to pick one of the ones that take a lot of effort in their appearance.
Okay.
There's always one or two in a club that really care
9.
about how they look.
999. Charisma plus persuasion
Is that for me or
plus this is 9. Charisma plus persuasion plus 1 for your stunning good looks and plus another 1 for your fame. So plus 2. Just interested in how smitten this person is. Ooh. I think you only just are able to tear them away from the group.
I'm a little distracted tonight.
There's a lot going on.
This letter
tear
is
them away.
burning a hole
It's-
in my pocket, after all.
This person does in fact take a lot of time over their appearance. They have Botox. They have like perfectly plucked eyebrows. They have immaculate makeup.
We'll see if we can mess that up a little bit.
Both of you take them to a private room. And I need to know what hunger you're both on.
2.
2.
Both of you, if you just want to nibble, can go down to 1 hunger.
Perfect. That's all I was craving.
You might notice I'm not too into eating, but I eat still.
But it's not with the intensity that I'm used to.
Absolutely.
I'll just comment that
I-
you lack your usual veracity this evening, my friend. You really are tense.
Maybe a walk will help.
And perhaps you should come to my place later. You know, just before dawn. And we can try to sort you out.
Try and sort me out.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a lot of sorting to get done.
I sense that.
The instant she does that, I feel way more Alex straight away.
Okay. Good. Both of you, as you feed, you are replacing the last feed that you had. So this woman was drunk. She wasn't like overly like into her drink. So you remove all resonance, both of you. You have no specific bonus from this, and you both feel the light buzz of a couple of drinks into the night. And that will persist until the next time you feed, or the next time you get to hunger 5. And that reminds me, just for Murgles' sake, Murgles, you're at hunger 0.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Just a bit of bookkeeping. The 2 of you. 9, you take him by the hand?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Lead him out of the club?
Mm-hmm.
Take him to Lionel? Or are you going to see Sophia?
He is walking me part way to Lionel. There is some urgency in my seeing Lionel.
Okay.
I am going to see Sophia. I'm not going to tell her that, though. So I'll walk her wherever she's going, and then if I have to double back.
Okay. Is this a silent walk for the both of you?
How far is it?
From the AEC to Beeston Tower, it is probably a like 5-10 minute walk. It's not very long.
I would
To
say
see
for
Sophia,
me it
it's probably closer to 15.
mm-hmm. For me, it would be the usual banter, unless he has something specific that he wants to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still kind of distracted as we're talking. I'm still conversing, but we're not having one of our proper conversations.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking around each other. Fair enough. I think you probably both sense that, but you've spent a lot of time with each other, and you've changed moods while you're in each other's presence as well. So, in that case, I think we will follow. I mean, we're going to continue following 9 in this instance. And
See you later, sweetie.
Bye, Daddy.
9, I think You probably catch Lionel on his way out. You were leaving your tower, weren't you?
Oh yeah. I think I would be going straight out. I probably did little more than change my suit.
You're clean now.
Yeah.
You find each other in the foyer. Everyone is deferential to Lionel. He owns this place.
Wait,
You're
I'm just...
back already.
I said within the hour.
Well, did you have something for me or not?
I'm going to produce the letter and say, well, I need to go upstairs. I need the cipher. And then I'm going to show it to him so that he definitely sees the emblem on the seal.
I recognize it. What is it?
It is the symbol of the Ventru clan. The clan of kings. A scepter crossed like an X with a gladius sword.
If something like this arrives, is it common or uncommon? Like what?
You've
sort of
seen
priority
missives
level
like
would
this before. Normally, they'll come through a designated courier of the clan.
Is this likely to be something to do with the clan or like some private thing?
This will be
between her and
clan
her
business,
sire?
yes. Probably from your
Then-
sire. Yeah, I think that's a logical leap for Lionel to make.
From her sire or from my sire?
From yours.
Oh, then I will check the time. What's the time?
It's getting towards probably 10:30.
Oh, that's fine. Then I'll go with her. Fine. I turn around.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, presumably I know right where the we keep the cipher, and I'll start spreading this out on the table, and I imagine we'll both be poring over it. Or
Yeah.
I'll just hold it for him.
Both of you are able easily to decode this. This is something that you would have a key for to decipher. It takes probably 15 minutes. It's designed for relatively quick messaging. The message you get is Tremere smuggling people. Stop.
It's
Use
certainly
unknown.
from my sire. Oh, there's more. Sorry.
No, it's probably signed by your sire. Are you like super paranoid about this?
I just would prioritize it over anyone else, I guess. Tremere smuggling people stop. Yeah.
Yeah, Tremere smuggling people stop.
Stop them.
Next
or
Saturday.
Stop... Oh.
As in it's like
like
from
a telegram.
Like a telegram, that's the word I was
Right.
looking
Sorry.
for.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's fine. Tremere smuggling people stop. Use unknown. Arriving Saturday 17th.
My eyes widen at that. Have I met his sire?
You've probably seen her at the very least. There was one more bit. Tremere smuggling people arriving Saturday. Oh yeah, that was it. By boat. Probably.
1 week. Right, well, this is urgent.
Interesting. Smuggling people for what purpose?
Blood, perhaps?
Well, perhaps we can get there ahead of them and intercept this arrival. They're up to something. I don't like it.
They're up to a lot, as it turns out. There's a kindred missing. You know what missing means, right?
Who?
Dead. I didn't know him. His name apparently was Mo. A Toreador.
Mean anything to me?
No.
Except that the last people known to be associating with this missing kindred were Vasa and Sophia. Now we all know it's a great sin to kill a kindred.
Yes. Do we have any proof?
None yet.
We shall need a lot to force the prince's hand.
Maybe it's enough that they know that we know. This is punishable by death. I'll find out what I can.
Yes. I'm concerned that there is something larger afoot than the game as we understand it.
I'm surprised you haven't worked it out yet.
There are
I thought I was the dumb
elements.
one.
Jean has provided me with some potentially odd information concerning one John D.
Oh?
It
What do you mean
seems
by
that-
odd?
It seems that it was John D. who killed our spy. Essentially left them on our doorstep.
Really?
Mhm.
That's a little unsettling. It seems the Tremere are causing a lot of trouble these days.
But to what end?
To what end do you imagine?
It can only be power and position.
Indeed. They want what you want, Lionel. They want what you deserve. And they won't have it. Not on
They're
my
already
watch.
so close to it, to go to such efforts. Vasa need only reach out and take the throne, surely.
I
Why go
don't
to
think
all
it's
this
that
trouble?
simple. Or that would have happened already.
Perhaps they are trying to disgrace us.
Aren't they always?
Very well. Where are you going now?
Well, if you don't have any errands for me, I'll be downtown seeking information.
I shall pay a visit to the caterer. It seems that our Didier Barond was the one who smuggled the spy.
You might find her in a bit of a state. She was leaving the club not an hour ago. in a bit of a tizzy.
Why? Is it you?
I was unable to find out. No, but good of you to assume. I
Mr.
think,
Alexander.
given the state that I found Alexander in, that it may have had something to do with him. She looked like a scorned lover. Imagine that. Anyway.
Perhaps we can use that information.
Perhaps. Maybe see what you can find out. You do have your information about Alex. I did not enjoy parting with that information, but he does seem to be rather obsessed with Sophia. And who knows what a vampire obsessed will do.
I am not sure what all this fuss is about. He's just a criminologist.
I'm just shaking my head like, you can't track love.
Do you have her address,
The caterer or Sophia?
Sophia?
I know where she lives. I've not been there.
There are other people who are tracking her movements, including Mr. Alexander and someone else.
She is very close to Vasa. So perhaps more powerful than we imagined. Who else is tracking her?
Sounds like a stereotypical professor.
Really?
Weed, messy hair, old,
Human?
most likely.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what all the fuss is about, but I would like to know.
So would I.
Perhaps you can look into this boat arriving. Could mean anything. Large, small, docks, canal.
As you wish.
If we can intercede, that would be useful.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Josh, I believe you've muted yourself again. I don't know if that was on purpose.
Shit, no, that was me.
Okay.
Fuck. Idiot.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, there we go. Brad.
Yes.
Sorry,
Bubble.
Lionel.
You in Zoom.
It's okay. I got
There
it.
you go.
I did it. Yep.
You got it.
Ah.
Tell me
Lionel.
again.
Lionel, you figure out something real smart. In fact, you could probably just say it on your own. I don't think I need to help you.
So there are canals all over Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
The river, Oakwell,
Mm-hmm. Is part
is
of the canal
is-
network.
it's the only natural river, did you say?
It used to be a natural river, but in the last couple of 100 years, or in the last 100, I can't remember when they've started building the canals, honestly, but it was adapted into part of the canal network.
Right, so they're probably smuggling them through that illusory wall area. Okay. Do I have a map? I'm like looking around for a map for a moment because I forget that Google Maps and stuff exist. 9. So I'd start pulling drawers open. Need my map. Wonder if Nick
And I'll
knows where
probably
it is.
pull it out from between a few books and spread it on the table because you presumably muttered map.
Here, the Victoria Arches. Dean took me here. There is an illusory wall. You may have to get your feet wet. This
What?
is where they will smuggle them to.
Well, certainly if there's an illusory wall, there is something going on behind it.
Hmm.
What
One
did
of
you
us
find?
shall have to wait there. Nothing, but it is where they are smuggling them from, and it is where our spy was killed.
There's nothing there.
Perhaps next week you can go there.
Could an illusion have been missed? There's must be something behind the illusory wall.
There is the base of operations, perhaps.
Hmm.
I think it is simply where they are bringing the people in, and this John D, whether it's the real one or not, is up to something there on behalf of the Tremere.
Well, whatever it is, obviously we cannot allow it to continue.
I shall have Nick wait there by day and you by night. So keep your next week free.
Understood.
The moment they arrive, I shall too.
Understood.
Until then, continue with your work. We need to work this out quickly and put a stop to it.
Of course. And I think I recognize his dismissive nature instinctively and depart.
Absolutely. Plans have changed in that case. Because I think people were going to go and talk to Sophia, but I think we will switch to Alex, Jean, and Sophia. Both of you have a good guess that Sophia, would you be at the Chantry this evening?
Yes. Either there or at the university, like in my office.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jean, Alex, you arrive simultaneously. Serendipitously.
Hey,
Hello.
just thought I was in some need of saving.
Oh, were you? In what way, Alex?
I just smile at you.
A young librarian comes out. Book underneath her arm. Excuse me, I don't mean to be forward, but you are standing outside a very particular building in Manchester. I was wondering if you had business at the college this evening.
Oh yes,
Yes.
we're here to meet someone. We have a meeting, don't we, Jean?
Yes, with Sophia LaRue.
Sophia LaRue, of course. I'll let her know that you're coming, and I'll need your names.
Alex.
Jean.
Very well. Sophia, you get a message, probably digitally, saying there is an Alex and Jean outside waiting for a meeting with you. Shall I let them in?
I look at my phone for a minute. And then I'll text back. Just a Y. Just the letter Y. Yes. I guess. Then I'll put the phone down and continue what I'm doing.
Do you return the message? Oh, that too.
Yeah, like
Sorry, I was
just the letter Y, so it's a yes, but I can't be bothered to
Sorry,
type
yes.
anything more than that.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And then I just...
Okay. In that case, the librarian looks at her phone and says, checks her pockets. 1 second. Goes inside, comes back out. Please wear these necklaces while you're inside and return them to me when you leave.
I take the necklace and I hold it and say thank you very much.
This way.
And
I look at the necklace and make sure it's not bad.
I do not put it on, but I hold it. She might not see me not put it on, but I don't immediately put it on, no.
Okay. Alex, do you put your necklace on?
I check first. It's not silver, is it?
It is not silver.
Yeah, I put it on.
It is wood. It's in the... Just out of my own interest now, trying to figure out what the shape is. Anyway, yes, you do have a wooden pendant, and yes, you can go inside. The librarian leads you to Sophia's office.
I let Jean walk ahead of me a little bit.
I am perfectly fine with that.
Sophia, there is a knock on your door.
Come in.
Librarian opens the door. The two of them are there.
I just wave you both in. I didn't expect to see the two of you together.
Oh,
We hang out
well,
all the time.
We just happened to come at the same time. For the same reasons, Alex. That's curious.
Alex is good at that.
Knowing the reasons why someone is where they are.
No, making sure you come at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
How can I help you,
for
Jean?
him.
I enjoy the confusion on Jean's face.
So do I.
I'm not confused. Perhaps a little disgusted.
I enjoy that more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey Jean, where you been?
Where have I been?
Like a week.
Oh, well, you see, I had this, and then I was, and now I'm here.
Sophia, where have you been?
Here, home,
Oh.
researching, trying to get
Oh,
us
not
out
working.
of trouble. Yes, close the
Trouble.
door and come sit down, please.
Yeah, I'll close the door.
I do not sit down. I place the necklace on her desk.
Oh,
Jean,
you,
I have a few
you,
questions
you should
for
wear
you.
that while you're here.
I don't wear the chains of other people. What is it?
It's so that you can pass through our boundaries without any issues.
I feel fine.
Protection. Suit yourself. Would you care to sit, Jean?
Sure, thank you for asking. I sit down.
How can I help you? I assume you're here for a reason?
Yes. Lionel is to be the prince of the city.
What?
I've decided.
You can't decide who's going to be the prince. We have a prince.
Yes. Yes, I can, Alex. I can. Actually, I didn't decide. God did.
Oh.
And he can decide anything.
Isn't the prince one of yours?
Who?
The prince?
Oh, I hate the prince. Why are we talking about the prince? Oh, I'm so sorry.
God told you this, Jean? Jean, are you with us?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I've had a very eventful evening.
Would you like to talk about it?
Sophia,
Yes.
do you know about a man named John D?
Funny you should bring that up. I've spent the last week or two trying to look up info about him. So I know a little bit, yes. Do you know
What have you
something I don't
found?
know?
What have
Oh.
you found?
I know
So
he was
far.
thrown out of Manchester for summoning a devil, which I find very interesting. I am
Yes.
watching Jean see her face because I know how religious she is.
Yes, I'm curious. Did you find anything else more recently?
No, nothing more recent. I did, however. Well, no. That's sun related. I don't know anything more about John D.
Oh, everything is related.
I'm starting to think so, yes.
Jean,
Hmm?
does Lionel know?
Does Lionel know what?
That he's,
He's to be the prince.
yeah, that you're gonna, that
No.
God told you.
No. Goodness, no. Lionel's busy in his tower doing all sorts of things. You know, things, small things. Lionel doesn't hold ambitions to such a level.
There's definitely something wrong with Lionel.
Why do you say that?
Because he gave me what I wanted.
That's not hard
What
to
did
do.
you want?
He just
What did
likes
you
to get a
want?
Lionel
reaction.
is.
A reaction.
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, it
Jean-
was definitely an interesting reaction.
Go on.
Hmm.
He grabbed me, lifted me up by my neck, and then threatened to kill me.
You must have been so frightened.
Oh, so frightened. Lionel doesn't do that.
I would like Josh to read this room because I am becoming lost at all of the things these two are saying.
But not saying.
How
I
would
would
you
love-
like to read the room?
I would like to read Alex's aura, please. He confuses me.
Okay. Well, in that case, Alex, you can roll. You can roll composure plus subterfuge, Alex. Intelligence plus auspex plus 1, Jean. And we will see who comes out on top. Oh, and also, after you've done that, that's a rouse check. Jean.
Oh, Jesus
For me?
Christ.
Rufus gets 3. Jean gets 5. Jean also doesn't get any hungrier.
I'm feeling wonderful, actually.
Jean. You get to ask Alex's aura, I suppose. Let's say 2 questions, and during the scene you can have a pretty good read on his emotions. So ask him 2 questions, what his emotional state is.
Is there a restriction on the questions that I ask? They're like
It's mostly about secrets and emotional state. There is a suggested list in the power. So you know what? I think honestly the you can get a lot with this power, but none of it's
Okay.
particularly relevant. You can get his exact emotional state, however. So Alex, how are
Okay.
you feeling in this moment?
I'm remembering the scene like it was a movie, and I'm feeling very aroused and accomplished, like I achieved something that I've been trying to achieve for a while.
Can I ask a second question? How does he feel now compared to then?
The memory he's recalling?
What is his emotional state right now versus him talking about the experience with Lionel?
That's an interesting question.
Because he's been making many jokes with me, and I'm confused.
I'm feeling frustrated, maybe a touch of anger.
Everyone acts out when they're feeling frustrated and angry. Usually it comes from some sort of fear. Interesting.
That throws me a little because I'm very good at hiding myself.
And just quickly for my own vision of this, what does an aura look like to Jean? Is it a halo? Is it a glow?
I think it's less colors. A glow would be good. Maybe like a burning noise almost around the edges. But when I feel it myself. It's like a wave, a sudden rush of emotion. And over the years, I've gotten better at discerning which emotions are in that little mess that I feel.
There is a lot of chaos around you a lot of the time. But you can wheedle your way through it to the truth. You see his emotions. You check his vibe. It's mostly horny.
Thank you.
Sorry, continue.
What do you want about Jean?
I'm sorry, what?
Lionel, let's...
Oh,
You
yes,
sounded
Lionel.
interested. Sophia, what have you got to say?
Yes, I want to know if God showed you this.
If God showed me which.
About Lionel.
God did show me, yes. But you know, God shows me a lot of things. It surprised me, to say the least. I didn't expect it. Did you?
About Lionel? I only met him the once.
Well, me sitting here, are you surprised?
I am very surprised, especially that the two of you are together. But I'm even
Well,
more
we're not.
surprised that you're asking me about John D. It's very curious.
Ah, yes. Old friend.
Really?
Yes. Very old friend. I'm very surprised that the name has even come up. Would have thought I'd forgotten him.
I'm sorry, who's John D?
Oh, an occultist. Thought he could talk to angels.
What an insane thought.
Yes.
Perhaps
Anyway.
not quite so insane.
Yes. Is he in the city, Sophia?
I thought he was dead.
I thought so too.
Is John D his kindred?
Not as far as I know.
Not as far as I know.
I don't know about that, Jean, because you just asked if I had heard anything about him recently. Any recent activity.
Did I?
You did.
Oh! Huh. Well,
I value my time, Jean. I respect you a great deal. But if you have something you'd like to ask me, please just ask.
well, I asked if you knew John D, and you don't. You don't have any information about him.
Nothing
It's
more than what
curious.
I can find on the internet, which I'm sure you can do as well.
I don't understand such things. Disgusting.
Okay. Well, I can go over it with you if you like, if you really want to know about John D. But maybe not tonight.
All right.
Do you two know
All
a
right.
caterer?
I do, a little, yes. Why?
She's very interested in the Von True.
Now that I find very curious. Tell me,
She's
Alex,
also doing some curious things.
like what?
When was the last time you saw her?
I've literally... Josh, when is the last time I saw her? I've been holed up in my fucking shit for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
I haven't
so
even eaten.
probably let's say 3 weeks ago. Visits to the Tremere Chantry for her aren't uncommon.
Well, didn't I see her the day we were...
You might have
moved?
caught sight of her. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Last
Yeah,
time I spoke
that's
to her
reasonable.
about 3 weeks ago. I did see her, I think, nearby the Beeston Tower. The day we had our... whatever that was.
The day you had your what?
Well, you know. I'm sure she told you. Did you tell him, Jean?
I just saw him here. We did not come together. Which I find curious since apparently you're so good at it, Alex.
I will chuckle at that. I love when Jean makes a joke.
I have a large smile and you can see my teeth. No, we haven't had a chance to talk.
Sophia,
Yes?
you're very busy today, yes?
Yes.
Very busy woman. We could continue this conversation. What is your club again, Alex? The AEC club? Small club?
Yes, AC.
We could
You're
go
gonna come
there
to
when
my
you're
club?
free. You know, for this I just might.
Do you not feel safe here?
Oh, I feel more than safe, but I do feel quite guilty about stepping on your time.
Oh, I
So
wouldn't
when
have
you're
said
free-
yes. I wouldn't have said yes. I just prefer it if we're straightforward. If you have something to ask me, you can ask it. It seems silly that you would ask me about John D when you could do all of this yourself.
Well, I believe... I believe John D perhaps had something to do with us arriving to Lionel.
Really?
Yes.
Jean,
Yes.
Do you think John Dee is kindred?
You know, I don't know for sure. Doesn't make any sense. When I was friends with him, he was a bleeding heart man.
Is there anyone outside the door listening? I'm looking right at Jean because I know she's more powerful than I am.
I would like to sense if there is anyone outside the door, if that is possible.
That is... It's a... I'm just going to say no.
Okay.
For expediency.
Okay.
Okay. No.
Do either of you
We're
know
safe.
anyone named Harry Hunt?
Oh.
I take it you
I
do?
don't think I do, right, Josh?
I don't think so.
Jean?
Oh. Harry, do you know where we can find him?
No, I'm asking if you know him.
Well, you see, the name Harry tips me off. I didn't know his last name, but I do know a Harry, very lightly. Came into the cathedral once. We had a very lovely conversation.
Kine?
Very sad boy. Huh?
Kine or kindred?
I don't know. I believed him to be kind.
Well, I'm
I
looking
didn't
for
think
kindred.
anything of him. Yes,
This-
well, I didn't think of anything of him. But he's important, I believe.
I'll turn my laptop around. And I think you will see I have information up on Faith Somerton, who is the woman who was murdered, who was next to us when we teleported. So you'll recognize her face. This is Faith. She's the one who came with us.
Oh. Oh, what a beautiful name.
She was a ghoul. And the one who did it to her was Harry. Harry Hunt. Now, I don't recognize a Harry. I don't know his clan or anything. But I do think something's going on, and it's something from a clan I don't recognize. And I think they're trying to pin it on us.
Everyone's trying to pin something on the tram.
I mean, that's not new, but this seems potentially bigger. I tasted the
dear.
blood myself.
Me too.
My dear, I believe that if John Dee is indeed here, and this man is who you say he is, I think things being pinned on you are going to be the least of our worries.
Well, I agree. Do you think Lionel... I mean, how well do you know Lionel? Do you think he could be in bed with a new clan to the city?
Ha! No.
Lionel did seem shocked that the Tremere would do this. But I think
I
he
will tell
truly
you
believes
one
the
thing.
Tremere did this.
Well, of course. We're the only ones that do blood magic like this. We're the perfect. It's genius, really. I mean, the rituals one we often will use. I mean, but look at this. And then I'm going to pull up the information that I have on the blood. And I don't think you guys probably, I mean, it's up to you, but it's full of like melancholy areas of the body. And you see that she was terrified. Like, I've broken down exactly what she was feeling by her blood content moments beforehand. And I'm getting a little bit excited when I talk about it.
It's really hard to tear away from watching Sophia experience such excitement. But the things on the... Are they what I tasted?
More or less.
Uh-huh.
To a much more significant level of detail.
Yeah.
You see? All melancholy. All the pituitary. She was very scared. But I tasted it, and it's not Tremere, but it's similar. Very similar.
It's not.
It's not Tremere.
Tremere?
I maybe look around the library like I'm a little uncomfortable.
If
Then who?
I genuinely don't know.
Josh,
Mm-hmm.
as she's saying these things to me, would I have any inclination of any information?
I think it reminds you of a very painful memory of betrayal. The last time you saw John D.
Yes. I stand up.
Jean?
This is very interesting. Would you like to inquire if Lionel is interested in assisting your investigation further?
No. I think he might be in bed with them. Why would I ask him for help? If you say he's to be prince, then there must be a plot or plan going on here that we're not privy to. Not just going to walk up.
Lionel is not in bed with anyone other than Von True. He is, unfortunately, frankly, the one thing I dislike about Lionel is how loyal he is to his clan.
I slowly close the laptop cover.
The caterer mentioned something to me the other week.
Go
About
on.
trying to find information because she wanted to supply new people.
Go on. Like a new clan, perhaps?
Didn't think anything of it. All she wanted was Nine's name.
Why 9?
I don't know.
Leverage?
Maybe.
Well, do you know it? And did you give it to her?
Yeah. I paid handsomely for it. I need my supply.
I have to think about this.
Josh, as I look at Sophia, does her nose look familiar?
Yeah, it does.
I think there might be a way to get more information from the caterer.
Spit it out.
I think she's been following me. Or maybe you.
Now, why would she do that?
Yes, why would she do that?
She wants me.
So
I mean,
why would she be
everyone wants
following
me.
me? Not everyone.
I'd agree with that.
She's taken to wearing jasmine. And she's changed her nose. Looks like yours.
Sounds like she's toying with you, Alex. Doesn't necessarily seem relevant.
caterer. She's relevant in everything. She knows half the stuff she knows about me, about anyone else.
She does know a lot, and she knows exactly how to acquire blood. She knows exactly how to give a new clan, relying on blood magic, exactly what they need. Can you give her what she wants?
A
can
date,
pretend.
perhaps?
Get some information?
I can pretend, but I can't give her what she wants.
Will she know the difference?
No. I can be very convincing.
Sounds like we have a plan.
I'm sorry, what's the plan?
Alex is going to get with the caterer and see what she knows,
Take her on a date?
or whatever it is she wants. Only
Be nice
Alex
to her,
knows
Alex.
that.
I'm not very good at being nice to people.
Yes, well. She's a lady.
I think our other option is to find Harry. If we can find out who this Harry is, then we can question him for more information.
I think
What do we need
perhaps
to know
he
from the
might
caterer?
come.
If she knows anything about a new clan, or... Actually, ask the caterer who she thinks it is. She should know.
Who she thinks
Is
it.
responsible for the Jean and I teleportation debacle. Did she tell you? Did she say anything
She showed us a note.
that might imply? What was the note?
Josh, I can't remember what it said.
It said Dokon Shime.
Dokon Shime.
Is that Slavic?
I don't know.
Well, you can easily Google it and
How is it spelled?
D-O-K-O.
Turn it up. I'll turn my
NCI.
laptop around, and I'm very excited, intrigued.
C-I-M-E.
If she's excited, I spell it very slowly.
It is, unlike what I mentioned last week, not Romanian. It is Slovakian for we finish.
We finish.
I should hope so.
It's interesting. Now, Josh, correct me, don't I know that the John D text supposedly is originally in this language as well? Like our missing versions.
It was originally, I believe, in English, but there is a specific version missing from the library that is in Slovakian.
Yeah, interesting. Now, this is interesting. We have John Dee's library, specific books, both in English and another edition, Slovakian, and only that one is missing. All these little pieces littered about. Very interesting indeed.
Josh, did this look like it was torn from a book?
Yes.
Shut up.
I think the note was torn from a book.
Look at the bottom. What's the page number? Should tell you the name of the book.
On the note, let's say it was page 190 something.
I have an idea.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what? Because I hadn't fully considered that it was from the corner of a book. It would say where it was from. So I am going to say that you probably remember that written on it. I just need to find the bloody thing.
The whole time Sophia is researching, I can't take my eyes off her. Like, she's so intense right now.
It says in the corner, Theorem X.
Do I know what this novel was about, Josh? Or what this book was?
You have had access to an English copy of the hieroglyphic monad.
Mm-hmm.
Theorem
His greatest
X.
works.
His undoubtedly among his greatest works. Theorem X, you bring it up. The following figure of the zodiacal sign Aries, followed by a kind of M shape, in use amongst astronomers, is the same for all the world.
Go on.
A sort of erection, both cutting and pointed. And it is understood that it indicates the origin of the fiery triplicity in that part of the sky. Therefore, we have added the astronomical sign Aries to signify that in practice of this monad, the use of fire is required. We finish the brief hieroglyphic consideration of our monad, which we would sum up in one only hieroglyphic context. The sun and the moon of this monad desire that the elements in which the 10th proportion will flower shall be separated, and this is done by the application of fire. And I think that is a good place to end.
Mother.
No. 3 more hours, please.
You forget yourself.
I apologize
it's the
for
extra
going
long
over.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's another 6 hours.
I didn't want to stop it because you're piecing so many good bits
Yeah.
together. And you're still not there. It's great.
I think you can be forgiven.
Oh my God. Thank you, everyone, for your incredible brains. Like galaxy level shit
Can I
right
ask
there.
you one other question before you completely cut me
go on
off,
then.
because I will forget?
Okay.
Is Aries in the sky right now in October?
Aries.
Yes.
You look at, there's astronomy websites. Yes. Aries is in the sky.
What?
Okay. Thank you.
I love this show.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh, for making me feel dumb, though, because I have no idea what's happening.
No, that's fine. Like I said, I'm intentionally sending, like Murgle specifically, I'm sending Jean like 10 different directions because you chose to play Malkavian, not me.
Worth it. It's
beautiful.
I love you
It's a
all.
beautiful
I love
thing.
you all.
We
This
love
is
you.
great.
Oh my gosh. So this break is how long? And then we will be back.
Not
Yeah,
quite.
we'll
We're
Like
back
a
for the
5-minute
rest
toilet
of the
break.
night.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow. And then
And
the
then
next
tomorrow.
day. And then
Yep.
the next day.
Playing in real time from now on.
This is now a subathon. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thanks for
Oh,
watching,
sorry.
everyone.
Thanks.
We're gonna.
We're going. Mergs is,
no.
For
supposed,
overtime.
Mergs is
What?
supposed to be doing her thing, right? You're supposed to
Yeah,
pick
why
your
not speak for
experience.
someone?
Yeah. He
Wait,
Oh.
why
picked on
is it's
you.
my turn right
Yeah.
away?
It's your
Okay.
turn.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you get picked either.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I would like to give an experience point to PB because I loved the
joke?
interaction. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The joke was so good. It was so beautiful. And yeah, and that interaction was just super cool. It was just really fun to be in that room. And feeling like I was literally a space cadet while two real people were having a conversation was pretty great. So yeah. Oh, also I'm Mergles. Coming
Where
out
can people find you?
on Twitch and Twitter. I'm making an animated film. It's super fun. So if you're interested in that, that's cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Peachy, you want to go next?
Oh, this is hard. So, Sophia getting like really into like when she got some new information and how excited she was. That was great. Then the first scene with Murgles and we got to see some Jean. But I'm gonna stay on brand. And when Nines called Alex daddy, I nearly died IRL. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna give a thirst XP for that one. And destroy my desk.
I love it.
My name is Peachy Pixelate. You can follow me on twitch.tv/PeachyPixelate. Tomorrow, I think I'm the recovery tomorrow.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be doing Leech recovery room. We're going to talk about all of this, and I'm also going to be playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and we're going to chat about what the hell just happened because my mind has a lot of information, and I don't know what to do with any of it. Also, eat your fruit, chat.
Thank you, Peachy. Brad, you're up.
Easy. I'm surprised it hasn't come out. Peachy, opening scene.
Yep.
Le epic opening scene. It was fucking ridiculously good. Extremely immersive and powerful, and actually gives us some insight into Rufus that we haven't had yet. I don't understand him too much, but now I sort of do. And I also enjoyed that he had to kind of come down from it. Kinda.
Yeah.
He had to find himself again, put his mask back on.
He was out of it for a bit. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, so just the whole intro, I mean, just obviously the whole intro was just awesome. So, easy one for me, that one. Pick that one, done. Moving on.
Where can people find you, Brad?
I'm not going to be giving my address out on the internet, Pumpkinberry. What do you think, I'm crazy?
You can dox him at Spread
Twitch.tv/.
Victoria Arches, number 7.
I like the recurring arches and everything. I am streaming on my channel. Come back tomorrow to this one for Dying Order as well, which is a game of Quest that we play with Josh and Murgles and Peachy. Thanks for watching.
That is correct. Yes.
Absolutely correct.
Sure. Yep.
He's not tricking you at all.
Josh was like...
I had a grand total of 1.5 hours sleep in the last 32 years.
Yep. That's
Tuesday.
an actual fact.
You're up.
Ooh, I was gonna hit Peachy for that opening scene as well. There's no like half. Can I split it between two people for a scene that they shared? Hey, can we flip a coin between those two people?
If you
Oh,
want.
dice.
This is a game about dice. Okay, so the interaction between Lionel and Jean, where Jean is going very clearly between batshit to the most innocent, godlike, God-fearing woman you've ever seen, and Lionel stoically attempting to process all this.
Yeah, and see if she's
while
crazy
remaining
or not. Yeah, that was really good. That was a really good
Just
scene.
keeping his stoicism, really. That I loved them both so much in that scene. So what can I roll?
You could
To
just give it
decide
to
who-
Lionel.
who
Just give it
gets
to
it.
Lionel, man.
No, yours was better. I was just sifting through the madness to try and figure out what's
You
going on,
can't.
whereas
You
you
can't
actually
do that
had
though,
to...
because that's what it is in acting and improv. She's highlighted because you were stoic. Like it's both of you.
You
it's
sifted
both of
through
you
it
in the
in
scene.
character.
Yeah,
It was really good.
I literally
scene.
can't
Yeah.
decide.
Really good
So
scene.
I think I'm rolling a 1d2 here. Sorry, I have to do it
Which
again
is
because
which?
I didn't decide who gets what.
I
Sorry.
call heads.
I'm gonna roll again, and it's gonna be Brad 1, Mergs 2, because that's how they are. Me looking at them in Zoom. That goes
Fuck
to
it.
Lionel.
Get out of here, Murgles. You suck. I'm better. I'll
Yeah.
win.
And less importantly, I'm Tuesday Gray. You can find me at /Tuesday Gray on Twitch and Twitter. I love the show. I love you guys. See you next week.
Yay. I will do my XP point. I'm going with Peachy for that opening. You cry,
Not allowed.
you little bitch. What? Are we not allowed to give this for the same scene? Are
No,
you
we
making
said that
that
rule,
up?
didn't we?
Are you making
No.
up your own fucking rules right now?
We said that rule right at the
I
beginning.
Someone said that, like, at the
Yeah.
first week. Somebody was
That's
like, you
been the
can't do
rule
the
the
same
whole
one, but
time.
I don't know if it's a rule.
Deserves it for
Here's
that
the thing.
scene.
Yeah,
No,
he
no, no, no,
does.
no, no, he doesn't. Okay, he's awful, and I hate him.
Okay.
Right.
I want
Fine.
The
I will
hardest
not
part-
see him achieve. I
Fine.
actively call everyone on Twitch and make sure that they don't
The
ever.
hardest part about that was to try and bring it down slowly in character.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. There's like one or two like ridiculously standout fucking moments in every episode. So it's like I feel like we have to be like you can only do one a scene, otherwise.
Okay, fine. Fine, Bradley. I will pick a different one. Jean
It's also more
fucking
fun.
breaking the masquerade. That was bomb.
Let the body go, everyone.
It was bomb as fuck.
Well, she didn't break it. She had a major violation.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
She could have broken it.
Yeah. She violated the masquerade.
I mean, knowing Jane, she could have puppeted around the body, around the church, going, "Hello, I'm still alive."
Well, I am
Like, let's
not
stop.
that.
No. Okay, no. Nobody with
I don't
nobody
know.
with the vampire?
You-
Okay.
You went pretty deep in that scene. That was like, oh, I love
Leave
Jean
hungry
even more now.
Jean
I love
alone.
Jean
Yeah.
even more now.
Poor hungry Jean.
Hungry Jean
Poor
is hungry.
Tinker.
And
I'm gonna
forced
eat the
to-
cat next.
Yes.
I lost connection to clean feed.
Oh.
Uh
What's going on?
oh.
Oh.
You're still here.
Oh, I think
Oh,
he
well,
unmuted
welcome back.
himself on. Oh, yeah, no, you're here. Can you hear us? Oh,
No,
you came
I
back.
refreshed.
I hear
okay,
you
okay.
now. It disconnected from clean feed. Sorry.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
mine does
giving.
that all the time.
We were arguing about whether or not we could give somebody the same point for the same
Oh.
scene, but we've sorted it out. I'm giving my point to
Perfect.
Murgles for Jean's. Would you like to see God?
Saw something.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And where can people find you, Pumpkinberry?
Twitch and Twitter
Yeah.
at Pumpkinberry. Same old, same old.
And what are you doing at the moment?
I'm playing through Silent Hill. Thank you. So awkward. Josh, go. Please.
Hi. I have, I think, this week the award for embodying their clan to a T, and I feel like a lot of people interpret these things in wonderful ways, and I really particularly love the interpretation that PB and Brad gave. So they get an XP each of the True Mare and the Von True. They got that shit on lockdown. It's just like PB's brain going psh, 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 and Brad's voice going, "Do what I fucking say." And you're perfect. So yeah, that was great.
I was concerned that I wasn't embodying my plan by like jumping in a river. You know, I was like, I hope
gotta
that I
suffer
don't
some
get my
indignity
shoes
sometimes.
wet. And then it was like, how do I get out? Can I turn into a bat? Like, what do I do?
That
Bat! Let's
Should
fly
have
away.
gangrel.
Yeah, this has been fascinating to watch you work through all the clues I've given you. Wealth of information to sort through. Thank you. And you can find me for lore videos and Vampire the Masquerade stuff over on Strange Adventures on YouTube. I am currently producing a podcast where I am a vampire called Stitch of Fate, which is about New York gangsters. I'm also on Mondays playing a much more relaxed, less intense game, but no less fun over on Daddy Sheepdoo's channel called Sunkissed that Peachy was on. But yeah, I just having a great time. So
Do you remember what link I made? It was Stitch, right? tablestory.tv/Stitch will take you right
Stitch.
to his podcast. So those listening to the podcast version of this one, if you want more vampires, do that.
I think we all want more
tablestory.tv/.
vampires, don't we?
But yeah, just
Yes.
like on fire on all vampire cylinders.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
The Halloween of Vampires.
Yep.
So
It
so
is.
good. Well, thank you
Oh,
everybody
Peavy
for
did a
watching.
good hiss earlier. Do a hiss.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
That's good.
That's the cat. I'm gonna eat that cat.
We'll be
Gene.
back next Saturday, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. See you tomorrow.
Was that Gene or
for-
was that Murgles?
We don't know.
We
Who
don't
could
know.
know?
Because that really
That was
changes
Murgles,
the
that's
interpretation
It
of
does
the
change
cat.
the
word.
interpretation.
Okay.
It does, and the interpretation of the eating.
Moving
Brad,
on.
we got it. Okay,
We got
moving on.
Please explain the joke. Can we do this for an hour?
Basically,
Yeah.
Murgles wants to eat
Explain it specifically to Peachy, please.
PB's.
Slowly. More detail. There you go.
Cut the string, PB.
Cut
Cut
it.
the string.
We're done here. What the hell is wrong with us?
Too much sexual tension.
Hot mics. We got hot mics. We got hot mics.
Too much sexual tension.
Ah!
it's practically flowing out of Peachy.